most surprising thing that I've learned about myself and my career interests as I've navigated this journey is the significance of flexibility and openness to new opportunities.
Welcome to Learning from Experience, a podcast for college students and recent grads who want to hear directly from alumni and how they've adjusted their lives post-graduation, including personal stories of success, career readiness, and tips for navigating the real world. I'm your host, Megan Finnerty. Today, I'll be talking with Danielle Leonhardt, who was a transfer student and graduated Arizona State University in 2021 with a bachelor's degree in biological sciences with a focus on conservation biology and ecology, and minored in sustainability. Danielle was originally pursuing a career in sustainability and worked as an intern for the U.S. Forest Service before switching over to management and data research. She currently works at Leopard Solutions as a research specialist, where she's been able to apply her other skill sets to become a professional in data science. So to start, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Yeah, so growing up, I've always had a deep love for the outdoors and its inherent beauty. This passion continued to grow into adulthood, and it ultimately drove to my decision to pursue a degree in biological sciences, focusing on conservation biology and ecology. As you had mentioned earlier, I did have that incredible opportunity to intern with the U.S. Forest Service in Tonto National Forest, where I was able to collaborate with many inspiring individuals who also had a great love for the outdoors. Currently, I work in data research for a company based in New York. I work remotely in Wisconsin.
Well, when you were a student, what was your ideal role that you were hoping to land after graduation?
My ideal role post-graduation was to become a park ranger. I was eager to work outdoors and additionally educate the community on the natural world. Education is definitely my second passion, and I strongly believe in sharing the knowledge. You never know whose great mind you might actually inspire.
Talk to me about that transition. How did you arrive at pursuing your current role being in data research instead of working as a park ranger?
To be entirely honest, that was one of the toughest challenges post-graduation, was finding the right career path. Over time, I realized that becoming a park ranger really would not fit into my future plan. I really wanted to find a career that would align with my lifestyle, hobbies, and goals, something that would definitely offer flexibility for travel and accommodate to potential future family growth. After applying to various positions for quite some time, I was extremely fortunate to find Leopard Solutions, and it not only provides me with the flexible work-life balance, but it also offers an environment unlike anywhere I've ever worked before.
Well, right after college, there can be a lot of pressure to land the right job. What advice would you share with a recent graduate about taking their time or looking at different routes?
My advice to future or recent grads is to always keep an open mind and consider your future carefully. One of life's toughest challenges can be the disappointment when your plans don't unfold as expected. And learning to accept that was extremely liberating for myself. And I constantly keep in mind that this is my journey and I do have the power to shape it. Another little piece of advice that I'd want to give is sometimes your ideal future may not actually align with reality. I definitely chose the path that prioritizes my family and my hobbies, and sometimes prioritizing your personal fulfillment is the best decision that you can make for yourself.
What has been the most surprising thing that you've learned about yourself and your career?
The most surprising thing that I've learned about myself and my career interests as I've navigated this journey is the significance of flexibility and openness to new opportunities. While my initial focus was to become a park ranger, my career path shifted towards data research, where I definitely found an unexpected fulfillment. Every day, I love my job and I feel a great fulfillment where I'm at. So it definitely gives me the capability to have a rewarding career, although it was not something I expected I would find. Another added plus is I get to work with diverse individuals from around the world, and I really couldn't be happier.
Is there something that you would have wished that you had done in college?
If there's anything that I wish I'd done differently in college was I'd like to have tried different things. I deliberately avoided certain courses, particularly the arts, due to my lack of interest. Looking back, I now see that there probably would have been a value in gaining a broader perspective on those topics. especially as a science major, if there's anyone else out there, don't feel like you have to steer clear of it. So my ultimate advice would be to take the leap and enroll in a class that might initially make you uncomfortable.
So as you're thinking about the career that you have today, what are skills that you learned while you were studying biological sciences or even sustainability that you feel like have cross-applied?
So the biggest skill that probably has helped me work within a field that I originally had no intentions of being in would be the time management skills that I learned while in college. I'm sure there's many people out there that have so many things going on in their lives, and it can be tough to kind of juggle those different things that you might have. And so while I was in college, I definitely overloaded myself. I will admit on that. There were times when I was taking a few extra classes, which I was thankful for the approval to do so. And so with that, my current role, essentially throughout the day, I have to plan my entire schedule completely on my own. I'm given a large list of projects to work on. And so while I was in school, obviously managing 4 or 5 classes at a time, that could have been difficult. And I'm very grateful that I did learn how to manage taking all of those courses, because now at this moment, I'm able to manage several projects all at the same time.
Is there any way that you still connect to what you had studied when you were at ASU? Do you get to enjoy nature in your personal life? And even though that's no longer, what you're pursuing as a career, do you still get to explore that?
Yes, I definitely still explore the outdoors like a child. Sometimes I do feel so giddy when I'm outdoors. Something that I recently just did was I took the leap and purchased some kayaks for myself. So I will actually begin kayaking. And one of the things that I'm actually setting out for this summer is actually to start cleanup of lakes. I do live in Wisconsin. There's many lakes, many little tiny bodies of water. So I do think that I will use my degree in that sense of getting to be in the outdoors and still enjoying my passions, although my career might not be one of those original passions.
Great. Danielle, is there anything that we didn't ask you that you think that you just want to share?
I'd want to say take the time and actually enjoy school, because once you're out of school, adulthood is terrifying. I cannot even express the way I felt after graduation, feeling so much unknown and being horrified of what my future was going to hold, because there was so much unknown. So definitely enjoy your time in school, because it's unlike what it will be like when you do get into the real world, I guess.
The pressure of the real world can definitely be scary. I'm with you on that. Just so many different avenues, but your story is great because it just shares that you can take whatever you learn here and adjust. There's no one set path for anyone. For all those listening, thanks so much for joining us today and learning from Danielle's experience. If you're interested to know more about navigating jobs outside of your degree area, you can connect with her on LinkedIn. So I'll spell her first and last name for you to search. Danielle, Danielle, and then her last name, Leonhardt, is going to be Leonhardt. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. I greatly appreciate the time you took to listen to my story and my journey with ASU and beyond.
To hear more alumni advice, head to our episode page wherever you listen to podcasts. You can visit the college's YouTube channel or visit thecollege.asu.edu/LFE podcast. See you next time.